going through my stuff while the bunker's still getting worked on. Just show you some items. Oh, let me get some of this stuff out of the way. Here, okay. I just use this to keep up my strength. But, let's see what we got here. Got stuff to work on the bunker with. I am a big fan of these rechargeable batteries. I can recharge them and use them over and over and over again. So I have a lot of them. Also, that rat trap right there will catch squirrel, all kind of critters that you can eat, just with that rat trap right there. And it works great, by the way, for catching small game. The trick is drill a hole in it and tie it to something strong enough to where the animal cannot drag it away. That's the key. That's really the most easiest way to catch squirrels and small game. You can have big bulky traps and all that, but just a big rat trap. But don't forget to drill a hole in it and tie some line, something to it, to where it can't drag it away. Alright, don't forget that. That's important, or your trap will be gone. And I use these batteries, because I live off grid, so everything's rechargeable. And, this is my lights I use. Alright. This dang phone won't give me crap. And I'm going to show you some other stuff too I got over here. Alright. Get things going. I do apologize. Trying to keep it together here. I'm really having a rough day. Missing my mom a lot. So, yeah, there's that. Alright, so. Damn thing. Okay. So, this is a solar. Not if, but when the grid goes down. Got some form. This is just a small one. I have big ones at the bunker, but this is something I just carry on the go. And there's a charger for it right here. It works great. Really. I need to charge it back up, but it's a source of power. I got a source of power there. Hey, Charlotte. Charlie. Sorry about that. And, books, man. Books on first aid. Just all kind of books. It's important. Some cast iron. That way, I know these are heavy. I know they are for a bug out bag, but they will last you forever. And, placed properly in a backpack, you can use that as armor. Just saying. You got buckets of chicken and buckets of chicken. Make sure you have some gloves so your hands don't get tore up. Spaghetti. Bug out bag with all kinds of things in it. A lot of people make videos about bug out bags, but I'm like, yo, bro, you need to put in there what you're going to need. Everybody's needs are different. Everybody's needs are different. What was that? That's something else I want to see. Oh, and I can't tell you how much these hand saws. These are cheap ones here, but they're really good for cutting and building shelters in the woods instead of having to chop. That works great. Of course, got the old toolbox down here. Look at there. 20-year shelf life milk. And that is a lot of milk in there that will keep you alive for a very, very long time. As long as you got proper water to store it in. And I use these booby traps that are CO2. So, yeah, there's that. And then, of course, you know, you got the old good old Spam. The good old Spam. Then, it gets so hot down here in Florida. You're just trying to find any way you can to stay cool. You're trying to find any way you can to stay cool. So little stuff like this, because this heat down here in Florida is not playing. And then make sure, you know, have you a good pair of binocs. I have multiple pairs in here. I got a pair for everyone. You know, just old binoculars. You're gonna need them. You're gonna need seeds. Now I got a lot of seeds. This is just something that's laying around. I'm just going through stuff. And if you wear prescription glasses and you're dang near blind without them, you need to get 3 or 4 pairs of prescription glasses, because they do not last forever. In the grid down situation, really, who's going to be making glasses to fit you and for your particular eyesight problem? And, you know, these are handy. You can pick these up at a lot of places. I got this for free, you know, survival blanket. And there's my mother, the one I recently lost. Really having a hard time dealing with that. Sometimes what's the point, right? And I always got my pants ready to go, you know. I got my tourniquet on there. Got my fixed blade on there. Got my EDC belt on there. Always got me a pair of jeans ready to just throw on and get and go. Now, I showed this before, but that's good stuff. Now, you got to have water. That's why, you know, it's a give and take. Canned goods are great because they already got water in them and such. This, you got to have water, but it works great. It's great stuff. Nutrient Survival. I strongly recommend it. And they, you know, I don't got no money. They sent that to me to show y'all and to try it. And I liked it. And then, you know, let's not forget about medical. Okay. This is from Refuge Medical. It's a wound care bucket. And for the price that you would pay, and it's all good stuff. Refuge Medical, I'm not affiliated with those guys, but I strongly recommend their stuff. But all that in a bucket, ready to go. And they teach classes on how to use that stuff. And this is pretty much all water filtration systems in here. You know, just lots of redundancy. I have lots of different water filtration systems because you're going to need water for this. And you're going to need water. Water is really the most important thing. I can last a long time without food. You're not going to last without water. It's not happening. Salt. A lot. Now, once you run out of canned food, salt is a very underlooked prep. That's a very underlooked prep. Down here in Florida, it gets so hot. If you don't have some salt in your system, you're not going to make it. And that's great for salting and preserving and slow smoking your meat that you catch. And of course, more stuff. You know, a little bit of everything. Stuff that I like, stuff that I would eat.